In the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen. Still plenty of time left, and the race is for those who can endure.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Sharp, that's good.
A few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's off on that one. Nice D from Lillard. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Outside, Avdia to the inside. Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now, here's Lillard. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holmgren outside. Pass to SGA. Some solid defense from Lillard. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Klingon. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to Avdia. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Quick trigger from Avdia. He anticipated the pass and drilled the jet.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Kevin?
Allie, thank you so much. Off target from outside.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Here's Williams, and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And how about a look at the most recent power ranking? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You take a look at the Thunder. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
Well, right now for the Trailblazers, They've done a great job of just staying in their lane, following their game plan, and remaining as consistent as anyone, which can be encouraging moving forward.
Inside, and the basket by Kamare.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Offensive rebound. Door to screen on Avdia. Williams can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard finds Sharp. It's Klingon, top of the key. Out to the wing. Takes a 3. Kamare misses. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Bobby on the wing. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Avdia's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside, Dort. Back to Williams. With the drive. And he finishes nicely on the way up.
Yeah, Williams much more physical than most think. He can get through that contact.
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Kamare. Back to Lillard. Thunder with the rebound. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Now here's Williams. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dort stays with it.
Such a gutsy competitor. Dort crashing the boards and looking unafraid to get physical.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Here's Kamare.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Williams. Down low. Poked loose. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Sharp, the pass to Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Jeremy Grant, who's checked in for Portland. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number 1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 9th in scoring. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned. One of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Williams. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Atlanta.
And on the defensive end, he was extremely disruptive, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Nice shot by SGA.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Lillard with it. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Now here's Lillard. 6-point game. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lillard's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 5.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Lillard surveying the D. Swinging the screen for Lillard. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. Oklahoma City's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Lillard. And SGA gets it to go on the assist by Holmgren.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Avdia, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Hartenstein inside, covered by Lillard, and that one is good from Hartenstein.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Sharp. That shot, no good. Nice D from Williams. Caruso kicks to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Lillard. SGA passes to Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. That's 7 points for Chet Holmgren.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Avdia on the wing. Swinging the screen for Avdia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Hartenstein.
I think sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A different look for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Lillard. And he makes the first. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Klingon towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
Now, here's Grant. Scoreless thus far.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Williams gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:43 left here in the opening quarter. Avdia, a screen on Wallace. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the first. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Offline with his three. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And that one's good by Henderson. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:05 left here in the first quarter. And here is Caruso. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Outside Williams, 6 to shoot. And the Thunder, another 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Avdia. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Clinging with it, he's guarded by Williams. It's good. Klingen's got the game tied up here for Portland.
And using his size there, that contest doesn't trip Klingen up as the 7-footer just goes for his.
Holmgren outside. Shoots over Grant, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And the Trailblazers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Henderson and Sharp are the guards. And at the small and power forwards, it's Thibault and Grant. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Back to you, Kevin.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Here's Wallace. No scoring in this one. Outside Williams. Pass to Wiggins. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. Holmgren gets the bucket.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Holmgren's gone 6 of 9 from the field, just 3 misses, shooting a terrific 67%. Henderson looking it over. To the middle. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got 6 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Oklahoma City trailing. Now here's Waltz. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, you got to keep your eyes and the body on Caruso at all times.
Caruso against Sharp. Inside, here's Williams, and he slams it down right on top of Chet Holmgren.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Portland with a change here, too. Kamara is checked in. Now here's Henderson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Right wing. The three. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, Henderson is so talented. They're showing great vision.
No question. Scoot Henderson has excelled from a very early age.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think it was tough on Scoot Henderson when he first came in the league. The expectations were so high, and we didn't absolutely dominate early. People got down on him, but this is a really talented guy. If we just give him a little time, he's going to be one of the best guards in this league.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Now Dort. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
The skill from Holmgren is something to behold.
Portland leading. Now Henderson. Williams, a screen on Dort. And it's Sharp missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Trailblazers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. There's a screen by Kamara to the paint. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And so here is Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Outside Williams. Launches it. The rebound by Sharp.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wallace kicks to Williams. Caruso with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at Williams, the third spot, and the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Damian Lillard. Holmgren can't hit. Avdia against Caruso. Pass to Lillard. Sharp on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Dort. No good off the front iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Dort with a screen for Caruso. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Portland with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's a screen by Kamara. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wiggins comes in for Alex Caruso. And a switch here also for Portland. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Shaedon Sharp. And that one's good by Henderson.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Dort. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on Lillard. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. SGA against Lillard. There's a screen by Kamara. Lillard finds Kamara. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. To stand, the Thunder were the rare young team to win it all. But championship teams usually have a lot of veterans. Why is that? I mean, how do you explain that role?
Well, look, the more you know, the more you've been through certain situations, the easier it is to react effectively in that situation. You'll see guys be ahead of a play. Why? Because they've seen that play hundreds, even thousands of times developing that young guys haven't. So experience certainly helps.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Wiggins. Clock at 4. Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. In the corner, Henderson with it. And a miss there on the triple. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown hot, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
And that one falls for Williams. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this was no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Jalen Williams is checked in for the Thunder.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Here's Williams. He's got 7. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jeremy Grant.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
And finished off by Williams.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Portland.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And it's tied up with that one. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Outside, Avdia. There's a screen by Kamara. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Here's Sharp. Nice defense from Dort. The Thunder have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Pass to Williams. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Sharp has it in the corner. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Here's Dort. Cans it from downtown. Dort's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder.
You have to love the confidence. Dort not shy about firing off the dribble.
Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Back to Lillard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lillard's got 13 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Count that one for Dort.
Some physicality there from Lou. Pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Over in the corner, Lillard. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from the wing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And Dort gets it to go.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the 3 from the corner.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. Here's Sharp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments. Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Going in the screen for Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Lillard against SGA. On the clock, 18 feet out. No good on the shot. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Mark Daigneault. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball. We played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
We're around the halfway point, and these guys aren't slowing down a bit. We'll see who turns on the Jets and pulls away in the race.
And which rookies hit that wall along the way. Bam!
And now let's focus on the Trailblazers. At halftime now, it's been a tight one.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Damian Lillard, Dort wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Dort's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Thunder.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
The Trailblazers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Lillard outside. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And the dunk by Holmgren.
What a night for Holmgren. He's been a focal point of this offense, scoring at will.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Pass to Klingon. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Klingon's got 9.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Here's SGA. The Blazers getting the bucket. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Avdiev's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Guys, back to you.
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. Now Holmgren following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Offline from the high post. Here's Sharp. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And no one questions Sharp's ability to put the defender in some impossible positions.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And Sharp drops them both.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Now we get a chance to check out Jalen Williams.
The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, putting up about 25 points per game, 2.5 steals and 4 assists. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Yeah, when you have a defender like him out there, it makes a difference. You can't play fast and loose when he's on the floor. You have to take care of the ball.
The Thunder with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Avdia. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Yeah, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Kamare. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from SGA. And when you watch Kamara, Coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out the most is his athletic ability and his energy. Those things he brings every night, and he gets a lot done with those. And then his skills just continue to improve. And as they do, the sky's the limit.
And here are the Trailblazers now, after Oklahoma City gets the three. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Lillard picks him up.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Pass to Kamare. Over in the corner, Lillard. And again for three.
And that triple makes NBA history. That moves him into a tie for third place on the all-time three-point list.
It's hard to believe, isn't it, how much damage he's done from long range in his career. Dort, that's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got his 5th assist in this one. Lillard finds Sharp.
Of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever, able to do things most others can't.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Pass to Hartenstein with some arc, and it's good on the layup. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Nice little floater there. Soft touch.
Here's Lillard. 19 points in the game. And here's Sharp. Lillard with a screen for Sharp. Outside, Avdia. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Sharp, the pass to Lillard. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard dishes to Avdia. Trailblazers moving the ball around. For the three, Caruso grabs the miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard attacking, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
I just like how Lillard puts constant pressure on the defense.
So he gets them both. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Lillard with it. He's got 21. Avdia, a screen on SGA. Lillard, the pass to Avdia. And Sharp has it in the corner. Goes back up. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 12. And here is Caruso. Pass to Hartenstein. Stolen by Avdia. Here's Sharp. Lets a floater go. And the dunk by Grant.
That's just a strong effort by Grant to follow the miss and save the possession.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Lillard against SGA. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. For 3, Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by SGA. SGA's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. In third, the Thunder.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pick to the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Caruso. And he uses the glass on the layup. Caruso's got 6.
Yeah, that's great recognition by Alex Caruso. Saw the turnover and sped ahead of the defense for the score.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Down by 15. And Lillard kicks to Grant. Sharp on the wing. Caruso grabs the miss. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Wasted no time on that one. Williams has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Oklahoma City. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. Back to Lillard. Over SGA. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 23.
Well, Lillard is so good at getting himself space to score. The pick and roll just opens things up for him.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Portland, 6 games out.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And, guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Now, Wiggins following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. And that one's good. Caruso. 8 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Lillard, the pass to Williams. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Grant. The Thunder pull it in.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Lillard from outside doesn't go for it. The Thunder leading by 18. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The kick out to Williams. On the wing, Wiggins. Good on the three-point shot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Lillard after Oklahoma City gets the three. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by SGA.
The quick hands of Caruso. Phenomenal anticipation to come away with the steal and get them out in transition.
Now, here's Sharp. He's got 13. Henderson outside. Portland no good that time either. Now, here's Caruso. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From past the arc, Henderson pulls it in. Sharp finds Lillard. Good! Another from three.
A huge triple. That moves him into third place on the career three-pointers list.
He's used that shot as a weapon since the first day he entered this NBA. And so it's Oklahoma City controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Williams is out there with Grant. Then there's Tamani Kamara. Then it's Henderson. And it's Avdia in at the shooting guard position. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Here's Williams. Ball is with a screen on Grant. 5 on the clock. Williams' shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Grant kicks to Henderson. Grant on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Avdia. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Henderson, no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Jordan screen on Henderson to the middle, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
This is how you run the pick and roll. Dort being the beneficiary of that set.
Now, Avdia. Pass to Henderson. Over to the left wing. Shoots from the high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Wallace left side. No one near him. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Wallace has got his first basket of the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Back to Henderson. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, we know he can hit those. For Henderson, it's all about becoming more reliable out there.
Caruso, the pass to Dort. Williams sets a screen for Dort. The kick out to Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. To the left side wing. Grant outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. No good from Grant.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
That one falls.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Henderson. Henderson with a screen on Dort. Looking to get it going. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Look, over the last few seasons, we've seen Avdia become more comfortable playing through contact.
Hartenstein's checked in for Jalen Williams. And a switch here also for Portland. Klingen's checked in. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Grant, that's good.
Look, you know that's where Grant likes to play, using that body in close.
Oklahoma City leading by 20. Williams with the ball. Dort to screen on Grant. Here's Williams. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Over Williams. No good from Grant. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. They get it back.
Well, that's why he's out there, using his size in the paint.
Wallace against Henderson. Grant with a screen on Wallace. Henderson dishes to Grant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Dort. The tray. And Klingen pulls it down. Klingen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Taking advantage of an opening. Grant hammered that home.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Dort. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Cason Wallace. Sharp's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Tamani Kamara. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Trailblazers trail by 17. Here's Lillard. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass. SGA's got 21.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Henderson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Over to the wing. Here's Caruso. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. Outside, Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. 5 to shoot. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Trailblazers trail by 19. Lillard outside. Now, here's Sean. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
It's all about effort with Dort. He's had nothing handed to him. When he wants something, this man takes it.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Pass to Sharp. Launches a 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here is Williams. Henderson defending. Outside Williams. Hartenstein up top. Here's Dort. Defended by Sharp. Williams for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 18. And here's Sharp. Pass to Lillard. SGA with the steal. From 16 feet away, he cans it. SGA's got 23.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Dort kicks to Williams. Holmgren outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Portland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Henderson passes to Sharp. Oh, softly lays it in.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
The Thunder leading by 18. Dort outside. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 25.
And when you get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, you really have to hit him, or else he just powers through that contact.
So for the Trailblazers, Tamani Kamara. He's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Avdia in for Scoot Henderson. The Thunder leading by 20. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, stolen away. Avdia against Williams. Lillard from outside. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Back to Holmgren. And it's Portland with the rebound. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot.
at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Great reach. Tough to get a shot up over Holmgren.
.36 seconds left in the game. Buries the deep ball.
Get ready, get ready.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know what I'm about to do.
Now Williams. Clingan with the block.
And at 7'2", Clingan is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.